Champion, how you doing? Welcome back to our weekly together. This is Saul here, and welcome back. Today's topic I'm really excited about, and it's actually it's a little change in plan from last week what we discussed. But the reason I want to change today's topic is to make it relevant. And as you know, it's about the third week, fourth week in the new year, and a lot of things happen. So that's why I really want to touch this on this, and I'm really excited about it. You ready? What is it? What is the best insurance against failure? You like it? I bet you do, right? So again, it's what's the best insurance against failure. So I thought this was relevant because actually, if you can see in my eyes, actually I'm just coming out of sick. Actually, I had flu, which rarely happened to me. I think it's been 7 or 8 years I haven't had really been immobilized on bed. But really, it happened to me the last 4 or 5 days, and I was really immobilized and I didn't do anything. And I was like, oh, I promise to send content out, right? And I was like, can I skip this week because I'm sick? But no. But that's why I want to share this today, because the best insurance that we're going to discuss against failure is very simple. And guess what? It's rooted in one of my all favorite quote, in all personal development or anywhere you've seen it, right? Or even, spiritual books or anything like that. You know what it is? You know what it is? Guess. It's in every adversity carries within it a seed or greater or equal benefit if you look for it, right? So again, it's in every adversity carries with it a seed equal or greater benefit if you look for it. I love it. And this is Napoleon Hill, right? So in a way, if I can reframe it or rephrase it, whatever you want to look at it, is basically what he's saying is every challenge, every failure we have, if you look for it, there is that seed, there is that benefit that makes us better and stronger. Why I love this quote? Because it's a given, but yet in our daily practices, we don't practice it, right? And I think I love that quote from Brandon, who said that common sense is uncommon practice. And this is one of the best examples where we all know, right? When you go to a gym, we know that to get stronger, we need resistance, right? So, like me, for example, like I just shared with you, I just got sick. Sorry, I might be coughing a little bit, but just let's be raw, right? And literally, what happened? My immune system got stronger, right? It's very simple, right? So basically, my body just say, okay, too much pressure, maybe too much stress, whatever it is, but basically, body had to reset and readjust, right? We know that, but yet in our daily lives, in our project, in our dreams, in our goal, we forget about that. And we take failure, we take it personally. And that's what I want to discuss today, really. So if you are a game, right on. So the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to share with you really why you should welcome failure and embrace it so that you can go to the next level. All right? So if you can embrace that, right? The fact that in every adversity, there is a seed within it of equal or greater benefit that can take us to the next level. What that means in that. I love this quote because in this, there is so much wisdom. Can you feel that? So what that means is whenever we feel that there is a failure, quote unquote, the first thing we should look at is where is that gift, right? And this is not even philosophy, right? If you haven't read yet the book by Carol Dweck, Mindset, it's a PhD, well-known researcher. Mindset, that's my gift. You can read that. But in a way, what she's saying is there is a growth mindset and a fixed mindset, right? And if you don't sport, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Being an elite performer, that's exactly what we use. And that's what all the top performers do in any art, in any science, really. So what that basically book says is, really, there are people that are taught with a fixed mindset. Is basically people that say that everything is born and ingrained and it's fixed, that doesn't change. While the growth mindset is more of a learning mentality, right? So in a way, it's teaching our kids that the way to get success or to get result is by learning, that progressing by doing, right? So this is a major bestseller book, Carol Dweck Mindset, that I suggest. But really, if you think about it, it's not a huge discovery, to her credit, but in a way, it's a way to codify all those things that we all know about. Am I making sense? But I think she did a great work because she kind of codified in a research, social, psychology and social science there, right? So I think this is a strong way of looking at it, and just so that you can see, if you're more of a scientific mindset, you can see of the benefit of it, right? So what do I mean by that? If you think about it, why we get sick, why we need to have resistance, right, in order to grow. All this learning experiences are literally those failure experiences, right? So if you think about it, yes, winning, when we win or when we do or when we get all those, they're part of a journey. But if you think about it, my friend, it's into those developing experiences that really grow muscle, right? Think about it. What builds character? Is it adversity? Or is just, just the easy things, right? So this is really, I love this topic because we can go in many directions, right? The other way to look at it that I really love is that, metaphysical, psychological aspect, like from high performance perspective. What is that? Because really the word failure should not exist, to be honest with you. That's my take. And the way is that I think society, culture, make it as a shame. Say, oh, he fails, right? And he or she fails or whatever happened. So I think we made it taboo in such a way that it's something shameful, right? But this is where I love this part really, because if you think about it, failure should not even exist in our vocabulary. Why? And this is what I'm leaning to. Because life in itself, the breath I have, my heart beating, doesn't know any failure. You got me? The breath, I'm going to repeat that again. Let's just take a deep breath, maybe. Just for a moment. Are you taking a deep breath? Let's take that deep breath. Literally, right? If you're hearing me, you're listening to me right now, that life breathing you doesn't know any failure, right? Am I making sense? So anything that adjusting is just adjustment of life itself. I hope you feel me, right? So really what I'm saying is, any event really happening, as long as we're breathing and we're alive, we're expanding, is just an adjustment of life getting stronger in us, right? So this is really the part that I think I want to really share here, to emphasize on it, that get me excited, because truly if we can grasp that, if we can accept that, truly, my friend, it becomes a joy to serve and laugh with quote-unquote failure. Because really what it becomes is, okay, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this, right? And really that's really what the experience of becoming really all becomes, right? So, sorry about that, but you got me, right? So I'm enjoying that experience. Not that I'm having fun coughing, but I want to just let it raw, share it with you, and no BS here, but really I want to send it to you and just share with you what I'm coming from, right? So that's really, if you think about it, it's the best insurance against failure. It's having that confidence, that certainty that life in us is stronger than any other perspective, that stronger than anything that people can say that you fail on this, right? You know why? In the end, what matters? Why? Let's talk about that a little bit, because I got a couple of minutes I want to share. Why is that? Look at the history of all these big achievers that we all call, right? Basketball, Michael Jordan. You look at politics, Abraham Lincoln, how many times he failed, in scientists, right? We heard about, the lamp bulb, right? So there are stories over and over and over again. But why is that important? I want to share that because you know what's the difference? The number one difference, and I'm wrapping it up, is this. All these people that didn't give up and why it was not a failure for them, guess what it is? It's because they're crystal clear. Again, they're crystal clear on what matters to them, right? Again, I'm going to repeat that. All these big players that didn't get bogged down by failure is because they're clear, again, they're clear on what matters to them here and here, right? So the reason I want to really have this today in this time of a year, because end of January, right, some people already are fuzzy about their New Year's plan. So that's why I'm really tying it up here, my friend. Are you clear on what matters to you? Right? I'm pausing here. It's a sincere question. Right? If you really want, my friend, to be this year to be different than last year, let's be clear about it. Again, what matters to us, right? So I know if you haven't written down some of the topic we discussed already, the last thing I talk about is be clear on our vision. I want to insist on that again. So today, this is really a good segue for us, as I want to emphasize again on that, right? And the reason failure is not failure to all these people that we look at as, basically legends or myth, is because they're very clear on what matters to them, right? Because if you're clear on what matters to you here, what you know is that, like a kid, right? The kid basically knows that they're gonna walk, right? So falling down is not even a question, right? It's just part of a process, literally. So if we knew in our mind the end of what we want, that it's really given, do you think we're gonna be bogged down by, sickness? Or we're gonna be bogged down because, this person laugh at us, or we're gonna be criticized? You see that, my friend, right? So really, that's really what I want really to bring us and wrap it us all around that, right? So it's really what I want to share, because I just felt that that's what I want to give, so we can reconnect again to our goal. I hope this serves you. And next week, we're going to just go straight into how do we you know, kind of juice up all that energy in our vision that we already have, right? So again, if you don't have that, or if you had some heart changes, some mind changes with your goals, it's time to do it again. And again, I'm thinking that I want to give you another chance. All right, so I want to do this with you this year, and let's do it, my friend. I'm so excited, so we can, you know, go through the journey. All right, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Till next time. Dare to shine, my friend. Dare to shine. Love you, man. Cheers.